Hello, my crafty friends. Well, today I'm starting in the Abandoning Perfection Journal, and the prompts will be listed in the description box below. There's going to be a link to go and get them. And so I'm going to tell you about a couple of things I did to get ready before I actually started my pages. The first thing I did was I printed out the prompt list twice. And on one of them, I drew lines so I can write the page number where I'm doing this prompt. And on the other one, I'm just going to draw a line through the prompt after I do it. So I'll have one that's real easy for me to see what's left to do, and one where I've written down where I did it. And one of the prompts, let's see if I can see which one it is. Number 27 is number all your pages using as many different ways as you can. You could do that first, but if you do that first, then you might end up with the problem I had with the scavenger hunt book where you cover it up and you have to redo it. So what I did was I just went and up at the top, I just numbered each page, just right up at the top. And I know I'm going to cover that up either with the prompt on the page or with when I do prompt 27 and I make all my numbers as many different ways as I can, then I'll have them ready. They'll probably be in this pocket. I'll have them ready. I can just put them on each page as I do each page. But to begin with, I just wrote the numbers down, so it's real easy for me to write on here what page I did my prompts on. And I'm just telling you that in case you want to do the same thing. It is definitely not a requirement. Okay. The first prompt I'm going to do is prompt number 28, weave paper into a page. And I think this is a pretty page by itself. So is this one. But I really like this one. And I've got this piece of painty paper that I don't know if you can see. I think it kind of goes well with it, but it won't clash with it, or it's not wild like this. And I just happen to have this in my stash, and so this is what I'm going to use to weave into here. Now, there are lots of ways you can weave paper into your page, and you can do it however you want. What I'm going to do is just turn this page into my my warp. So I'm gonna cut pieces of it, or just cut lines of it, I guess. And I'm going to try to keep them straight. And I'm not going to start at the top. I'm not going to go all the way to the bottom. So I just cut a piece there. And I'm going to try okay, I'm going to go 3 lines over on my mat. And I'm going to try to cut them from the same spot. To the same spot. Okay, I didn't quite go down far enough. Okay. And then we're going to go over 1, 2, 3. And do it again. Well, it's kind of tearing it. Maybe my blade is not sharp. That's not good. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. But I'm leaving it because we're abandoning perfection, right? Okay. 2, 3. One, 2, 3. Okay. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines in it. And then I'm going to cut my my papers, hopefully about that same width. And then we're going to weave them in. So there's that. I need a different kind of board. And this one is not got as good a markings on it. But it'll be all right. We're going to make it work. Okay. And I think I'm cutting those about 3/4 of an inch. I'm just going to cut this. Yeah. Gotta remind myself where it's supposed to go. And I don't know how many I'm going to need. So I'm just going to cut a bunch. We'll probably need the whole thing. We'll just hope it's long enough. I didn't measure how long it was to see if this was going to be enough pieces or not. Now these pieces are too wide, so I will cut them off after I get them in there. But I'm going to get them all glued in and everything before I cut them off. It's a little bit tedious, but the fun part will come in a minute. And you don't have to do it this way. You can just weave, it said weave paper. Did it say weave paper? Weave paper onto a page. So you could just, cut a little line and just weave one piece of paper in there if you want to. You don't have to, you can do it however you want. You can interpret the prompt your own way. This is just the way I've decided to do it. Okay. And now then we're going to see if this is long enough. Enough pieces. I'm hoping it will be, because I don't need one at the top and I don't need one at the bottom. So, and we're just going to do it like this. And I'm just going to put them in here, and then I'll come back and glue them in. where I want them, but that way I'll know where they all go um, before I glue them down. I'll have it all. Okay, I'm gonna actually, I think I might just go ahead. No, because I may end up having to space them out a little bit if I don't have enough paper. So you got to think of all those things. Take those things into consideration. And if you weave it down here and then scoot it up, it's easier to get it to weave in and out. Okay, can you see? And this is one of those prompts where it's probably a good thing to have a tall skinny page. Some of them are going to be kind of difficult to do on a tall skinny page, I think, but that's part of, for me, that's part of the challenge. But this one actually works well on a tall skinny page. Come on. There we go. Okay, 3 more. I have 3 more pieces. We'll see if we can get 3 more of them to fit. This may turn out to be the perfect amount of paper. Okay. This is going to turn out to be just about perfect. That's really cool. See, sometimes when you're abandoning perfection and you don't measure to make sure that it's going to be right, it turns out anyhow. Works out anyhow. All right, come on. Okay. So what I'm going to do, first thing I'm going to do is go in and I'm going to glue these down. And then I'm going to glue these down. And then I'm going to turn the page and glue these down on that side. I may go ahead and put a dot under here too. Before I turn the page, just to keep things where they are. But Oops, a little too much glue. And just because we're abandoning perfection doesn't mean we're not going to try to make things look pretty, and we don't make decisions based on what we like. It just means that we're going to be out of our comfort zone and allow things to maybe not be finished the way we would finish a page, or to do things that we ordinarily wouldn't do because it might not look good. So, okay, I'm going to go right under there. And then I'm going to glue those like that. Okay, now then, whoops. Now we're going to come over here, and I'm going to glue these in back here. Because of the curve of the page, these didn't go all the way to the edge, but that's okay. And you could, you can cover up this page, or you can leave it like this and put down both page numbers on your prompt list. I'm probably going to leave it for now and put both pages down on my prompt list. And then if I do something else on this page, I can put that on the prompt list for this page as well. Okay, so all I had to do was glue each end of both sides. And now I'm going to trim those off. And there's my first prompt done. And we're going to try to make this, I'm going to have to turn it around because I'm left-handed. I'm going to make this easy on myself and just cut it with that blade. Okay, come on. It's catching on the edges of these papers and wanting to not be. Okay. Okay, we need to move you just a little bit. There's some extra pieces for something. And then there's my weaving on this page, and there's what it looks like on this page. And so I'm going to write it down in here. Both page numbers, 47 and 48. Okay, 47 and 48. And that is that. You see, that didn't take long, 20 minutes. But it's a fun page and it's done. And then I'm going to go over here. And where did I? Oh, it's like, where's my pen? 28. And I'm just going to mark it out. That way I know it's done. And I am going to staple this one so I don't get my pages confused. It shouldn't be. I shouldn't anyway, because I've got lines on one page and don't on the other. But anyway. So there's that. And then I'm going to just I don't know if these will fit in this way. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to do them like that. And that's that. I thought I was going to go ahead and do another prompt today, but I don't think I will because I don't want these videos to be too long. So I hope you're enjoying playing along with this. If you haven't started playing along yet, this is the first week that we're making videos, except for the explanation video where we actually made our journals last week. So so you can start now. You can start anytime you want. You don't have to do these, starting when we start. If it's May and you just found this channel and you just saw this, then you can start then. So not a big deal. Just abandon some perfection and have some fun. God bless you. Bye-bye.